back. Welcome back to the stream, guys. My name is Dragonfly, and we're playing Detroit Become Human. So, from what I'm understanding here is that's asking us to do audio, language, text, English, and subtitles. So I'm turning on subtitles. I'm going to make them medium, probably, because then you guys can see it too.
Please adjust your screen settings.
Oh my god, this is weird. So yeah, guys, this is Detroit Become Human. Profile. I want to focus on the story with simpler controls, more challenges with fewer chances to lose a character. Okay, so I've never played this, so I'm going to start with casual.
Please do not turn off your console. You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story.
Oh god.
This is our future.
Okay, so guys, 1 to 2 things here. One, that just broke the third wall like no other, except for Deadpool. Deadpool could break that a lot more. And 2, that is the most unusual thing I've ever heard. So if you guys didn't know this, the person who actually plays this character can actually do that. That coin thing, he actually can and catch it between his fingers. Apparently it takes a long time. And some of those things where it's like, it's cool. So from what I understand, this is a game based on detective work. So from what I can tell you, it's a lot of detective. Oh, so right stick is movement and everything. Okay, so Phillips, John, Emma, which is the one, okay, Philip, Caroline, John, Caroline, and Emma, okay. I could see that, alright, and then I'll go look at these fish. Kneel down. Dorf Gorman. I'm gonna save this fish. I feel like saving the fish would be a good choice. I is gonna save. You've been saved, fish. Oh my god, my mom would freak out about that one. I'm pretty sure she would have saved it anyway.
Please, you gotta see my little girl.
Please, please leave it. I want to learn this the fun way.
Why aren't you sending a real person?
Yeah. Alright. Alright, thank you. R2, hang on, R2. R2, see, so find Captain Allen. Down there, okay. Okay, so who's okay, Captain Allen is this guy.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor, and the android
Sent by Cyberlife.
It's firing everything it moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. You can easily get it if you're on the edge of the balcony.
Hang on, I'm turning up my audio out of game, and that way I can hear it.
Falls. She falls.
Do you know its name?
Its name.
Clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach. Do you know if it's been behaving strangely before this?
Listen. Saving my kid is hilarious. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of you.
Okay, so every second counts. The possibility of success. Understand what happened. Save the hostage at all costs. So one, I'm gonna adjust this. So it looks like gun. So one, the bullets. Hang on, 335. Is that what it said? 335 or 35? Yeah, 355 and 355 ammunition. That's always good. And I'm guessing it's gonna be some Glock, something like a Glock. Blackhawk, 17 rounds, 355. Barrel inches 5. Overall 5.85. Alright, reconstruct. So, this is the reconstruction. So if I do this, it's going to be like whoop, 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 whoop. And this is the part where I should probably analyze this. So the deviant, which is apparently something similar to that, is going to do this. Take the guns and use it at will. And then I have to, so we have a little higher chance of success. This is the hostage's room, which means I guess I'll be checking two different areas. This. Oh boy. Talking smack about a robot. Alright. Because he saw nothing of use there. If you guys didn't know this already, these are basically just simple things you can understand. So, search hostages' rooms. So, I have to check that room over there.
All units hold positions. The negotiators going in.
No, I'm not. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Sorry, I want to get information before you try and do this. So, examine. Okay, so I'm kind of understanding this already. So let's see. Play. So the deviant's name is Daniel. Is nice. Okay, so Daniel. And then I guess we should probably listen to whatever this is. You've unlocked the dialogue action, often beneficial. So, likes music. Child didn't hear gunshots, which means that the parents should have been dead. So possibility of success is another 1% up. Examine the victims. Okay, so victims. So it would appear as this happens. So there's a victim over here. Ooh, so that's 3 gunshots to the chest. 1, 2. Okay, so what is this one? This one's a gunshot, which is 357 bullet wound. That's a... So lower lung hemorrhage, internal bleeding. This is about right one, the left kidney. So deceased John Phillip, and another one I guess into the heart. Upper lung hemorrhage. So I reconstruct this. This is what it should be. Okay, so let's see. Rewind for next clue. So this one, he throws it down. Okay, so the tablet is over there. Which means there was something over there, which is something I guess possibly necessary. Now notice, I am checking this very carefully. So I have to unlock this. Deviant was going to be replaced. So they were planning on replacing the one that they had already, and now I need to get, let's see, I need to do the other suspect. One down. Unmute. Okay, so I understand already kind of what's going on. It's another method, so it looks like it could have been around dinner time. So let's see, turn off. Family was about to have dinner. Okay. What was next? So, I still need to check that suspect and I guess this magazine. So I'm checking all this information out, guys, because I kind of want to be able to see exactly what it would be. So now I need to check that hostage right here, which it looks like there's nothing else except for that victim. Some blood, and I think that's about it. So this is DPR, which was the first responder, which it looks like it was a one to the wound, one to the heart. Right heart ventricle performed internal bleeding. So it died from internal. He died from internal bleeding. He is P.O. Darker Anthony, and it looks like leg one shot. So that means he shot the thing at least once. Okay, so he shot it. Hostage was shooting, and then he took the younger kid. Which then allows something else to be here, I guess. Oh, the gun. Weapon located, which means that's been there. So I have to go check out the gun now. Okay, so if I reach it, let's see. So he picks it up to check it, so let's see. Rangers are strictly forbidden to use any weapon, so I'm going to put it back. And then I guess the last bit of it is check all the information based on what I have. So I'm going to analyze this little bit of information, the last little bit of this information. So that's the Deviant's blood. Model PL600 serial. Okay. So it's a PL600. Understandable. Okay, so let's see, what else do I need to understand? So then I guess I need to check out this, which is, I guess, her shoe. So it comprises child-sized shoe, colorful model, human blood, hostage could be wounded. So it didn't specify, so then I need to check. So I guess I need to look first. Let's see. Okay, so from what I understand,
Waiting for it. We should take down this asshole.
okay. Ah, that's right, that scared me for a minute, sorry guys.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
So from what I understand, they're getting ready to shoot him, he's ready to jump.
Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor. How do you know my name? I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
I'm gonna slowly approach. So, destabilizing, so I need to slowly approach. We're approaching slowly.
I know you're angry, Daniel. But you need to trust me and let me help. I don't want your help. Nobody can help me. All I want is for all this to stop. I just want all this to stop.
Possible cause Emma and you.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong. She lied to me. I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something to throw away when you're done.
Alright, let's see.
Listen. I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software. No. It's not my fault. I never wanted this.
Don't fire. Don't fire. Do not fire.
I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
He's telling him to move away so that way he can do it.
I did what you wanted. Listen, there are snipers on every roof. Let the hostage know you have no other choice.
And that was not good.
To leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
So I literally sacrificed myself for this one. He can't only hit me more than once, it looks like, so I literally took 2 bullets now. But I still saved him. Her, sorry. So I've succeeded with my mission, but I sacrificed myself in place. So now I'm pretty sure I killed the deviant, which if you guys don't know what a deviant is, it's basically a rogue, a something which the malfunction in your software. This is a scene's flowchart. Here you can review the paths you've taken, the paths will be explored, and what possibilities you unlocked. Each node earns you more points that you can spend in the extras. Due to the nature of the game, some nodes and endings will not be counted towards the completion of the flowchart. So this is the flowchart. So literally, there are like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a lot of endings to the first area. So it looks like there's 5 area. So if I negotiated, I could have dismissed the helicopter or I could have refused. And it looks like I learned the deviant's name, but I missed something right there. Everything else other than the leave cop's gun. So I could have taken the cop's gun to save fish, or I could have leave the fish. It's that kind of stuff that makes it fun. So since I've done all that, I'm going to continue, and I'll worry about it next time. So next time I play this, I'll do it. Biocomponents, finishing biosensors. Engine, all systems are online and repair.
This is the top-of-range hospital assistant.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
And handles the kids.
So using the right stick, look around.
Special promotion in this entire range. That's 7,000 rand.
Okay.
There's a 2-year warranty for parts and labor. Painting, plumbing, gardening. We'll take it. An excellent choice. If you'll just follow me, we'll process
So taking that one, I believe.
slightly more expensive, but it has many other functions.
So as you could tell, that's actually one. That's a robot.
There it is. It's a bit difficult getting it back to working. It was really messed up. What'd you say happened?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
See? Anyway, it's as good as new and then, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Car.
My name is Cara.
So I'm guessing that guy, it said he was hit by a car in a way that just didn't sound like it was an accident. He said it was, but I don't think it was. So knowing that, I'm going to say right now that it wasn't an accident. So something happened between the character I am and him, I presume. That's just an assumption that I can't be 100% truthful about, but I'm by the looks of it and the way I was looking at him. So I was kind of reading body language at that time. It looked like he's not a very good person, considering we're androids and we aren't real people. But I guess, so the name Karen is from the daughter. I like this game so far, though. This is already pretty cool. I like it. Which just makes it awesome, because it's so beautiful and it's realistic in a way. So it has this realistic look, and it's just beautiful. I like it already, because I just see the scenery, I see the realism, the detailing that went into characters and everything. And, I mean, there were certain things that I felt a little bit skeptical about, but those are really beautiful graphics. And the rain, I guess, has been used before, and I'm not sure if these are the same people who made Heavy Rain, but I didn't like Heavy Rain, actually. I hope you guys didn't. I hope you guys knew that. I actually didn't like Heavy Rain. I actually never will. I lost my job to an android. Please help. So it looks like people are being replaced by robotic machines known as androids, which are where CyberLife come in. CyberLife are basically the people who do this kind of things. I think so. They live in the hood, so I could say that this was an accident on their part. So let's see. We've had Connor, and then we've had this person. Whoa, November 5th, 2038. Okay, it's 9:35. So from what I understand is that there are deviants, and then there are the normals, and then there are semi-unstable, stable stuff. Oh, that's always interesting. Go to Bailey Paints shop.
Here.
So it looks like I'm going to a paint shop. Retrieve paints. So I'm looking around just to see if there's anything that I could have missed. Doesn't look like there is. These guys are runners. Hang on, so where do I have to go? 80 meters to retrieve that stuff. Okay, so I'm able to walk. Finish walking. Press R2 to get the GPS. 60 meters. Okay, so it's actually right over there. Okay. Oh, how rude. Can I pick that up for that guy? Human music, $1 to hear music with soul. That's awesome. I like how they actually made it so you can admire some of these things. So like, certain things you can and cannot admire. But it's interesting to see that, because it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you can, you know, use it to your advantage. Okay, so I need to go right here, this area right here. So this is where I need to be. I need to be right at the paints area. So I have to go into it. So I have to, oh god. Okay, so they're gonna be those kind of things. So now I'm in the paints area.
Identification verified.
Guessing he's a deviant.
Here's your order number 847. That will be $6,300. Please confirm payment.
Payment confirmed.
Payment confirmed.
Transaction complete.
I like that. This game is kind of intriguing because nowadays it's like, alright, so I gotta take the bus home. I kind of find this interesting because it's one of those things where hey, can I help that guy? I'm wondering, can I actually help people in this, like... Okay, I guess not. So I guess I have to go... Which way do I have to go, even? Okay, so yeah, I have to go this way. Saw that drone package, which was kind of unusual. So I guess a deviant compared to a human. Humans have emotions, but these AIs were meant to have some sort of emotion, or... Sorry. It was not meant to have these emotions. So, like, the deviants... Android temporary parking. That's actually pretty cool. So I have to go to the bus, which means I have to go this way. I'm guessing it would not be very welcoming to go that way. So that's like a strike or something against us. I like this. So these are the Android compartments, which means we're going from there. I like the amazing amounts of small details that you guys can see. So like, when it comes to the little pixels on that, so what makes them, their eye colors, their personalities, the eyes, everything, it's just, it reminds me so much of certain games that, you know, like Tomb Raider, those have some realism to it. Not 100%, but they do have some realism, which just makes it all the more best. Now, if you notice, he was looking around. It's what night? Excuse me. It's really late. So it's like one of those things where I'm really tired. So I guess there was more than one way to do it. So I guess I could have. So there's something in the park. It looks like a couple things in the park. Listen to the skr. Oh, there was more branches to that. So I guess I could have done some other stuff. And I guess there was more. So collect package. I guess there was something else from top to bottom area. And then other stuff like that. That's interesting. So there are extra areas that you could go through, which means there's more to this game that we can do. Now I'm only going to start with the basic idea of what I know of. So I'm going to start by going just straight through, and if I do extra paths, okay, cool. That's quite amazing to do that kind of stuff. This is one of those things where I like the game, and that's what makes it good. So, this is one of those things where I'm gonna kind of play through it once, and then I'll continue doing it until I get all the good stuff and all that.
You coming?
Okay, hang on. So I'm joining Todd, which I guess is this person. Very rude if you consider it by me.
We've been gone for 2 weeks. The place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brand going now? Alice!
Alcoholic.
Alice! Oh. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, breakfast. Got it?
Yes, Dad.
Get started down here, then you go upstairs.
See, I guess he's not a very good person, and I could tell you that because I saw the alcohol bottles. The place is not very well. Gets taken care of. So urgent task: collect trash and dishes. Let's see, trash, trash, trash. So we're gonna take. We'll start with collecting the trash.
Yeah.
Ooh, this game is weird sometimes. Alright. Alcoholic, clearly. So I need to clean the kitchen at this point. And I can understand like the kind of identical kind of thing this is, but it still doesn't make it any better considering it is a female robot doing this. And that's just like one of those things where, yeah, it actually is kind of one of those things where it's like, no, 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 you shouldn't do it that way. But I like how it's so realistic to like certain expectations. Let's see, hold on. Okay, so it looks like he's having issue with money. That's something I could actually, considering I like knowing this game, I'm sure that's actually what it is. So let's see, over there, there's something. Not sure if that's gonna come in later or something, like drop bags container. So I guess a deviant would be a thing you could do. Yeah, this game's actually beautiful. I kind of like how they paid attention to detail.
Fuck, man.
Out of the way, for fuck's sake!
I'm sorry, Todd. It won't happen again.
What's this guy doing?
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do and stop bothering
I guess, yeah, so considering what he's doing there, he's doing drugs, alcohol. So I need to do the upstairs area. So I can kind of see where the hole. So it looks like he's one of those kind of guys. Read. So if I do next. Hang on. What did that say? Hang on, what did it say? Tidy. So it looks like he likes records. So he's an older kind of person. What did it say though? So I guess I have to unlock that. So make his bed now. Still alcoholic, very much. Okay, hang on, so what is this drug bottle? Medication warning. Antidepressants contains... Oh. So I guess that was a pathway, which means something is gonna happen. Rude. I want to go and see what was going on here. So I guess I just went to clean the bathroom. Okay, so let's see what's next. So I need to do... Clean the bathroom, arrange bottles, dirty clothes. I do like this game so far, guys, because it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's actually quite interesting. And I guess I gotta mop the floor, which means I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's interesting. So you get to use the touchpad this time. I didn't know that. I was like, what is it? So that thing with the book, I actually didn't know I had to use the touchpad for that one. Makes it interesting.
I just want to tidy up your room. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
So I'm gonna quickly make the bed it would look like. Looks like she's a little bit scared of these kind of robotics, so I'm guessing she might have seen the thing that happened. Let's see. Hang on, so she likes to draw on the wall. Look, okay.
Seems you like reading.
Okay, so what else do I need to do? I need to... Let me see what she was doing here. Alice in
Alice in
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Beautiful book.
Of course.
Okay, so it looks like I've upped with Alice. Oh, hang on. One of the frames it made the option to look at that. Let's see what's in there. She has it locked, which means there's something in there. Oh. That's cute. I like this. So ventilate. How nice. Let's see, so it looks like this is, I guess, a route for her. Okay, so I guess there is clean upstairs. So I guess there's one more area I needed to clean. Hang on, what would be the last area then? Oh. Hang on, so there's something in here. Oh, this is bills. Once again, the bills. So ventilate this room as well. Ow. That hurt because I bit my tongue. I want to see what's going on here. That's interesting. Looks like someone's a sports fan. Okay, so talk to Alice.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
Neutral feeling.
Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it? What about your mother? Will she be home soon?
Oh, she lost her mom.
You're very quiet. I hope I don't scare you.
I think that's what the name was from. The name. She put something in my hand. That's unusual. So she put something in my hand. What is it? Oh. Okay. I see the thing. So I guess it would be a good idea to see what's in there. It says AW Treasures, so I'm guessing there's something to do with her mom. I kind of want to see what it is. Oh. I could see that. So she has a lucky 4-leaf clover. A picture of her when she was younger, her dad, and the mother. Pictures. That's interesting. Abusive. That's the issue. her father is abusive. Okay. So that's what happened to her before she was reset. Is, I guess, something happened amongst that, so because of that, he murdered the older one, the one that I'm currently playing as. That was the reason she was reset.
I'm playing.
What you thinking? Taking dad's low life. Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family? Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, and someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me!
He's drunk. He's on the drug thing. His life is falling apart. That's why
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
he's under a lot of different influences, and on top of that, his life is falling apart. That's the issue. He's having trouble adjusting when his wife died. I can see that now. So the pictures weren't just because of that. Kara must have been that. So I've seen the gun, and I've discovered a way down. Alice goes to her room. I've talked with her. She gives me a key. I've opened the box, and it showed something, which has, I guess, a connection with the way down and the gun. But that last one right there in the middle, I don't see yet. So I've gotten everything there. It looks like, except for that one, I guess, clean. So I guess when it was one of those, I guess it was one of those things where I could have just done a little bit more to him. So it looks like there are different pathways which lead to different parts, which then lead to similar things. But from what I've gathered in that small, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, the old android wasn't an accident. It was something intentional, but he was under the influence of both drugs and alcohol, which then caused him to do that. Mucus? So I guess this robot is Mucus. Deposit package. Okay, so I kind of want to see what else there is. Hang on. Package. So I want to see what this is. I like this. Oh, that's actually really cool. How, like, he even has the mirroring effect. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see. Wake Carl upstairs. So I need to go up here. So it looks like this guy that we're currently in has an artistic guy, which is the guy we're gonna go wake up. Hiccup. Sorry. Okay. I don't like the look of that. I also like the fact that there's a lot of prehistoric, it seems. I like this because it's a prehistoric representation of something. And I always liked prehistoric things, such as... So let's see. There's closed blinds, artistic work everywhere. It looks like it could be acrylic paint. I could be wrong. Oh, that's unusual. Let's see, so I'm still... This is upstairs. I am upstairs, and I don't see what it's talking about. So I'm slowly going to walk over here. I'm guessing there's something that I can do here. I'm not sure exactly, but it seems like most of the household owners own at least one gun. So I'm going to draw these curtains, and I'm thinking something's weird's going on here. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Carl. It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
Sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
No. Carl,
Alright. So L1? Up. So I'm literally carrying him? Sorry, this is really weird to do. He's gonna use the restroom and then I gotta carry him back. So I guess this is an elder man who has lost most of his mobility and he's slowly losing his health. From what I can tell off the top. Carl can take Carl to the dinner.
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. The gallery director left 4 messages asking to confirm your attendance.
I haven't decided yet. We'll see about that later. What else?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
Any news from Rio?
No. I can call him if you want.
No. No, don't bother.
I like this. This is very cute. It's just kind of interesting to see the things that...
Starving.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you.
He's very sincere. I like this. Like, the old man is taking care of his AI, so it looks like I have to serve breakfast now. Which means I'll go to the kitchen. I'll have to, I guess, grab the tray. I presume? Grab that tray? Nope, okay. Let's see, serve breakfast. Okay. So it looks like while I was not here, breakfast was being made. Or he already made breakfast, he was letting it cool and everything, and now he's just gonna carefully bring this to his guide. So then I can do this, and that serves him. Looks like we got his silverware and everything. Such an elderly man. I like it.
Thank you. Television.
Pours him a cup of coffee. And then I'm guessing... anything else? Yep. Something for his lap. And then there we go.
Why don't you find something to do when you finish with breakfast?
Sure. Okay.
Sure. So this is breakfast serves, take care of Carl. Find something to do. Guess you could look at one of these beautiful books. Okay. Read a book. I guess I could. Let's see, hang on. Could I play piano? Oh, I could play the piano. Ooh. Play piano. Alright, what else is there to do? So hang on. So I guess there's more than one thing to do. Huh. I like how they even paid attention to smell little bits of like hair on the face. Let's see, so I guess, what is that? Find something to do. Play chess. I want to see if the piano is anything interesting. I kind of want to see. Here, I want to see this. Let's see. I'll sit down and do this. I like the idea of where this is going. See, hopeful, intimate, and dramatic. Ooh. That's awesome.
Something has changed the way you play. Sometimes I think you have more humanity.
Is he the most humans? He's saying I have a human-like.
I'll be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself.
Oh,
Make your choices. Decide who you are.
this is making me hurt already.
This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you
Oh,
should
my
be.
heart is already hurting. This is how good this is. Oh my god, why? Why do you hurt my heart, game? Why? There are so many games that already touch my heart. This has been 50 minutes and I'm already getting touched. Oh no, my son. How dare it attack you? Okay, so I gotta take Carl to the studio. Where do I go? Oh, it hurts my heart, though. Trust me, your toaster didn't become hewman. I promise you. That's just beautiful, though. He literally is like, you play better than anyone. Sometimes you have more humanity than most. It's just beautiful, the fact that he was just, like, so honest about it. And he was just like, I'm not going to be around much longer, my friend.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Yes, sir. So, it looks like we're seeing from three perspectives. A type of detective, a man who likes to watch people paint, clean studio, okay. And then, what was it? I guess a little bit of other things. So it looks like he likes to paint, which means this guy that we're dealing with is an elder who likes to paint, who's also lost most of his body power. I'm just amazed by how much that touched me. Like, an AI can have something like that. It's unusual because we've had conversations about how sometimes robotics are a little bit more sympathetic than they should be, and how unusual it is to that. But it's amazing on how there's actually, like, artwork in this game, like eyes, hands, and I don't know what that's supposed to be. And then there's, like, the female representation of it. And I just found this, and it's just amazing. It's one of those things that hurts me because it's true, and it makes me feel good. Because I always like to hear compliments about these kind of things, because it describes a person. Okay, so female representation, once again. God, if a feminist came into this stream right about now, I would get so much hate from that person. But you know what's funny? Is that there's videos of that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh. This is a human head. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be ASMR. Like, it is actually, like, probably, like, 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 1:46, it's almost 2. And I'm trying to be very quiet. It's your verdict. Huh.
Yes, there is something about it. Something
I can't.
explain. I guess I like it.
The truth is, I have nothing left to
I
say.
can't scream. Literally, bro. I would get kicked offline very quickly.
Brings me closer
And
to
also,
you.
I don't even have Roblox anymore. I mean, I need to get it back. That was actually something I was planning, guys. Is if I got a computer, I would get a computer. I would get Roblox. I'd make a new account. I would get a Steam account. I'd play some TF2 if you guys wanted to play with me or send me stuff like that. TF2 would be the thing to send stuff with, or just honestly, just anything like that. I would get, that Minecraft so I could do mods and servers and stuff like that. Oh God, he's asking me. He's asking me to paint. Try painting something.
What would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
Oh my God. He's literally asking me to paint something for him. I guess I will. Alright. So from what I understand, painting is something along the heart. So find a subject to paint. Carl's painting. I don't want to do that. That would be too simple. That would be too easy. Paint statue. Okay. Paint a desk. So there's 3 options. Statue, a desk, and Carl's painting. It's interesting. Okay. I'm going to try to do something off the chart. Desk. Looks like I have to control it as well. Here's the funny thing, guys. I actually am an artistic person, so knowing me, doing that is something that's hard to do. It's just to find something to draw. So sometimes, when it came to drawing or painting, perfect copy of reality.
It's not about replicating
The world, it's about interpreting it and improving upon it.
showing something you see.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, try it. Grab that canvas.
So it's not, he's trying to help me be different from other robots, which is interesting. So it's not in his programming to be able to interpret the world in a different way.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Now this is actually how sometimes artists can perceive it. So like if I wanted to
Imagine something you
draw something or paint something or something like that, you usually want to try to do something. So since he's different, now if you notice it's yellow on the side of his head and then it's kind of flickering, which means something, it's kind of in the thought process. Now he's not, so here's the thing, so it's android's high immunity and identity. So let's say androids. And android's fate. Now that's something that's hard to say. Now I didn't intentionally click that, by the way, guys. But I guess it would work as well, so I guess. If you guys didn't know this already, I do like to draw. I do like to make stories based off of the drawings. I've done kind of stuff like that, but it's something that's really hard to do. Because it's not always easy to just look at something and say there's a story behind it. An android's fate. That's amazing.
Hey, Dad.
I didn't hear you come in.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You alright?
He's a druggie.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
He's a druggie.
I need some cash, Dad.
Okay.
He's a druggie, that's what it is.
The money I just gave you.
None of this, it just goes, you know?
He's a druggie. I can already tell you.
No, I swear it's not that.
No, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
So it looks like I'm gonna have to be in a situation right about now where it's one of those things where you cannot just.
Yeah, I think I do know why. you'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right?
It's drugs,
What's he got that I got? Smarter,
artistic ability.
more obedient, not like me, right? You know, it's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
Okay.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad.
He's on drugs, which is why he's refusing to do money. So from what I understand, the reason Leo hasn't done anything is because he, compared to him, if you notice that he looked very upset about it. And I actually kind of noticed that since the start of that. So the painter, so he's different. So I guess there are ways to do this. So I've gotten 14,000 points. Leo intruded to ask for money about drugs. So it says an android's fate. So I could have done android's hope, pain, sadness, or humanity's fate, pain, hope, pain, sadness, identity, something along there. But it looks like there's different types of settings to go for different areas. So pain from the heart, that's something that's different. So you could have copied something, or you could have done something from Pictionary. Now, out of all that, I could have played chess, and I could have done any of those things, but I really wanted to try those. So these are something that I'm going to try a little bit later. So show legion, so locked paths and required for completion. So I'm going to go back through it, and I can always retry and go through it again and do that again. But interesting. Jim's bar. So there's him. This is, okay, so it looks like I'm coming for somebody. So this is Connor again. No androids allowed. Owners will be prosecuted. So from what I understand, the reason I'm coming in here is detective story or something. Find Lieutenant Anderson. So scan Lieutenant Anderson. So scan faces. That's not Anderson. I know that for a fact. So he's... Wait, who is this? He's a mismatch. Certified individual department. So business owner, criminal record, none. Okay, so I can't see his face. I can't see his... I can see that guy's face there. Dempsey Edward. Okay. Now I can scan you. Criminal record, none. Security guard, alright. Him, let's see. Faces, so he has no criminal record, he's unemployed. And there's this guy. DUI. So I'm pretty sure DUI is drunk. So he is Lieutenant Anderson Hank. So Hank Anderson. He's a police lieutenant. He has no criminal record. Introduce self.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor.
I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
I looked for you at the station,
But nobody really knew where you were.
They said you were probably having a drink in your bar. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
At the 5th bar.
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
So looks like he did understand that one.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly
Comfortable.
Back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
I apologize, Lieutenant. I didn't mean to bother you. I'll wait for you outside.
I'll wait for you outside. Take your time. Watch, it says like 5 minutes later.
Say homicide.
Yes. Look back. Yes. Sorry if you guys heard that. That was my neck. Yes, my neck. It's a homicide. So from what I understand... Oh, is this in that neighborhood again? It looks like it may very much possibly be that neighborhood. So I'm kind of concerned because it was possibly that neighborhood. Diplomatic.
Instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about your instructions. I told you to wait here. So you shut the fuck up and you wait here.
So this is like a PG-13 thing from now on. So conflicting orders, selecting priority. So at this point, I have to select it. So follow Lieutenant Anderson. So I basically am going to wait for him, and I'm going to exit the vehicle. He's not going to like it.
I'm not confirming anything.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me.
It's with me.
Part of staying in the
Card, don't you understand?
Your order
Is it-
contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything. Just stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
We were starting to think you weren't going to show.
Yeah, that was the plan until this asshole found me.
So, yourself an android.
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
All around
Angle.
here, the landlord, the tenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so he thought he'd drove by, see what was going on. That found the bar.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see, so let me check something. Checking just for in case there might be some sort of evidence out here. Because at times there actually are.
Jesus, that smell. It was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Orton.
Review evidence. There's a lot of evidence.
He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. Mercy.
Red ice.
Kind of a loner.
Victim used drugs.
Most of the time they hardly ever saw.
So if I analyze it, there'd be no fingerprints, android involvement. Okay.
He's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here.
Okay, so Carlos.
There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Tis Carlos.
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his hand?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside.
So I'm already kind of looking around, analyzing stuff, so it looks like nothing much. So let's see, what else do I got here? Back there, looks like. So 19 days ago that was found. Let's see, so I need to check here. Looks like another one. Examine. Theft and aggravated assault for that one, so signs of a struggle. Let's see, so the knife, the one that we found, was missing. Murder weapon taken. Okay, so what am I supposed to be looking for here? Oh my gosh, no, why? Why is that a thing? Is your android spying on you? Page 1. Okay, well. And check the rest here. Alright, there it is. So it looks like a baseball bat of sorts, which means possible self-defense. So, Carlos Ortiz. Looks like a dent caused violent impact. So reconstructing. Deviant took a knife. Deviant was attacked, emotional shock. Deviant took knife, cut him it looked like. Let's see, so then, let's see, I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else here. Alcohol? So I am actually looking for this stuff, guys.
Is this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. Taking samples for analysis.
Oh yeah. Several stab wounds. Is this where the 28 stab wounds comes in? Actually. Let's see, so lithotrone, so hydrochloric acid, that's the red ice stuff, I'm pretty sure. His name is Carlos Ortiz. Severely overweight man. Okay, so then the hand. Ortiz. Reconstruct. Victim was stabbed. Okay, and then this is where this happened. They came from the kitchen, so it went more like, so from the kitchen, victim was stabbed. Victim fell here. was stabbed 28 more times. Or 27 more times.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
He was a deviant. I am real. So analyze. It says I am alive. So regular letters, front, cyberlife, stands. So I am alive. Written in blood. Okay. So I gotta report, I guess, to this boyo. Pardon me.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. Question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
So I'm going by...
The evidence. Go on.
So after that... So the android stabbed the victim and drew him through the chair.
The android stabbed the victim.
Which is where the
The
missing...
android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to
the living room. So this is where we go to the living
the
room.
living room.
Stabbed him. He fell.
Tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim
With the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous. It doesn't tell us where the android went.
Let's see.
was damaged by the bat and lost some theory.
Well, some
Bat
what?
Therium.
Theory. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Of course. Find events. Search for blue blood traces. So it looks like... So I'm scanning quite a bit because the blue blood trail... Oh, here it is. Here's that blue blood though. Okay, so where is... Okay, so blue blood, blue blood, blue blood. Looks like it's all right about here. I asked for that one. Let's see, so blue blood. So it looks like it went from over here, it went all the way this way. Comes back this way too, so it means it went this way. Okay, so there's two things here. Examine. So there are the blue blood trails right here. A ladder was used to get up on a hatch. Traces lead to the attic. Let's see, so I'm going to open this because sometimes you're betrayed. Looks like either the guy wrote this or someone else wrote this. Okay, so I have to find something to climb with, so I'm going to check in here. Couple of rooms. Okay. I'm going to check something.
Check something.
I kind of even heard it up there. There's some shuffling up there. Could have just been my guy, but... Hello. Housekeeping. Watch I say hello and it just jumps out the window. Search the attic. So hang on. It opened. Look for deviant. Okay, Okay, so it looks like he limped this way. So that's a mannequin. So this is the attic, by the way, guys. So this one, there's not much to say here, except for very much possible that he is up here. So, and also notice how my guy is being very sneakily quiet. Oh, may or may not have just found our deviant. Okay, so there's an arm there, which makes this all the more intriguing. Let's see, so let's see. Yep, that was a deviant running across, it would appear. Shoes. There's a lot of blood there. And then he's went this way. Oh, I saw it. Hello? Deviant located. He's already stuck.
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
I have to.
What the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
Oh shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now.
So what it is that they have this error of reprogramming. So you notice he's scared. Deviants aren't scared. They're not supposed to be scared. So I've literally done all that I could, I think. A good majority, at least 75%. So it looks like if I didn't reconstruct the crime, or if I went a completely different route. But since I didn't I guess there was something else that I could have inspected. I have no idea, but it looks like you can either help the deviant or you can't. Oh, here we go to this one again. Okay. He's being very sleepy.
Dinner's ready.
Yeah, I'm coming.
So I gotta serve food. What is that, spaghetti? You joking? You joking, fam?
Back to the kitchen. I did what I could.
Yeah, spaghetti. Enjoy your meal. Turn on light. Okay, where's the light? Oh, never mind. Hey, what does it say?
Life's funny. I lost my job because of androids. And you need somebody to take care of this goddamn house. What am I, a fucking android? Joke. Because androids are so fucking wonderful. They never fail. They're never tired. They're sad. They're so fucking perfect. They ruin my fucking life. What's your fucking problem? Not the life you dreamed of, eh? Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off.
Oh.
You should stop taking drugs, Todd. Sometimes you're really scared. bitch took off without a word. Fucking whore walked out on me from a fucking accountant! It's all your fault.
Daddy, no!
It's all your fucking fault!
That's not good.
Get back here. Back here? Come back here right now! Yes! You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move. I'll bust you worse than last time.
Don't move. So this is like a deviant mode, I guess. So if I move, this is what it's doing. Protect Alice. Reason with Todd.
Todd, it's not right for a father to hurt his daughter.
Alice! Daddy's very mad!
I'm not letting that happen, bro.
That's enough! Leave her alone.
Put down the gun and get the fuck out of here. That's an order!
No! I want you to leave her alone.
What? What are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? Is that it? You're gonna shoot a human? You seem to have a problem. I think we need to fix that.
Unlike you, I'm smart. Oh, come on.
Stop, Dad! Don't hurt her! Leave her alone!
You do as I say!
She deserved it. He deserved that, though. Know that. He deserved it. Like, it was something that needed to be addressed. See? And she now trusts me. So now I've pretty much gained her trust completely, but here's the thing. At this point, he's only hurt some badly. And I'm basically trying to protect her. No, what's unusual about this is that that man that attacked her daughter, she was trying to stick up for someone she cared about. Now, yes, they're plastic, but that doesn't mean that they have feelings too. So they're basically being forced to stay robotic and under control. And this is kind of like how society would be nowadays. Because there's always these people who don't want you to do the things you want to do. There's so many people who are pretty stupid and do stupid things. Hence where this comes from. Now, I could have obeyed everything. I could have done everything completely wrong. I could have even done it right. I didn't, though. So I went the longest way possible, where I went to a protective deviant mode. So I cared for the woman, the young girl, and all that. But that's one of those things where you just can't just identify it to be a bad thing.
That was by far the most boring party I've been to in the last 25 years.
25
Every time
years.
I go to one of these, I ask myself,
Why am I here?
what the hell am I doing here? I hate cocktail parties. All the schmoozers that go there.
Well, it's a chance for all those people who admire your work to meet you.
No one gives a damn about art. All they care about is how much money they're going to make out of it. Come on, let's have a drink over the excitement. This whole thing has made me thirsty.
I feel like I should play him some piano. Like, I like the fact that you can actually play the piano.
Scotch, neat as usual.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what your doctor would say.
Yeah, well, you can kiss my ass. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
Good point. So what he does is he drinks scotch, from what I understand. So he's a Scotchman. He's a very rich person now.
Did you leave the light on in the studio?
No,
I'm sure I didn't.
Call the police.
Detroit Police, what's your emergency?
This is Carl Manfred Dandroid at 8941 Lafayette Avenue. We've just returned home and found the lights on. There may have been a break-in.
A patrol car is on the way.
Let's go check it out.
Allow me.
No, I'll come with you.
No.
Leo, look who's here. My father's plastic toy.
Leo. What's going on?
You refuse to help me, so I'm helping myself. It's crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch him.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway.
No, they're
Think of
not.
it as a down payment on my inheritance.
Marcus, get him away from there. Get him out of here.
Yes, sir.
Listen, we should go before things get...
Not good enough for you? Not perfect, like this fucking thing.
That's enough. Get out right now.
What makes it so special anyway, huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone.
Come on, let's see what you got.
No.
Marcus, don't defend yourself here.
Don't defend yourself.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for?
Don't defend myself.
Act like one.
This is not fair.
Stop it.
Doesn't matter too much of a pussy.
Stop it, Leo. Stop it.
Just here to fight back, you fucking bitch.
So literally, it forces me to do this.
Oh, right, that's right. I forgot you're not a real person. You're just a fucking piece of plastic.
Leo, leave him alone.
I'm destroying you. I'm gonna just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart. Nobody's gonna give a shit. 'Cause you're nothing. You hear me? You're nothing.
So I'm enduring it, which is okay. Oh my god.
Carl, no.
Carl. Humans. Roger machine.
Carl, don't leave, okay? Please don't go. Don't leave.
Remember, Marcus.
You're talented.
Don't let anybody tell you who you are.
he treated him like a son, so he felt like a son to him, so he
This is all your
became.
fault. This never would have happened if it weren't for you.
It wasn't his fault.
The android. It was the android.
It was not the android. Oh my god, so literally it was him. So he was assuming that he literally made it so I would die. So Leo accuses Marcus, so if I had to, there was another option to change that. This is a world status in percent, friend status in percent, so that's all the statistics to this. Now it's interesting because that's something that actually happened.
What happened before you took that knife? How long were you in the attic?
He's not gonna say anything
Why didn't you even try to run away?
because he knew it was wrong.
Say something, goddammit! Fuck it. I'm out of here.
Hank is neutral.
We're wasting our time interrogating a machine. We're getting nothing out of it.
Let the deviant try.
Boys try nothing lovely. After all, it's not human.
Androids don't feel pain. It would only damage it, and that wouldn't make it. Deviants also have a tendency to self-destruct
Struct when they're in the self-destruct situation.
Okay, smartass. What should we do then?
Let me go.
I can try questioning him.
No harm done.
You have to lose.
Go ahead. Suspect's all yours.
So he is being pretty legit. So he's literally saying, go ahead, try. I would like to see you do this. So what's essentially going to happen is that I'm going to walk in, I have to interrogate, so I have to extract a confession from him. So he looks like he's pretty stressed, from what I understand. So I'm going to sit down with him and I have to basically interrogate him. Now there are ways to do it. So let's see, analyze. I'm going to analyze his emotional state currently. So I have one, that. So signs of software instability. Probability of self-destruct are really low. That's the model HK400 housekeeper malfunction update. Carlos Ortiz, which is interesting because that's one of those things. So he has blood on him still, considering. So it's 19 days old. Ortiz Carlos Ortiz. Let's see. So those are ID tracks. So these are cigarette marks over 16 months caused by cigarettes, and I guess the other arm is about the same thing, or is it a knife? Non-critical damage level 2 caused by baseball bat. So that's just baseball bat damage. So the last thing to do is interrogate. So signs of stress are 35. Now from what I understand is that these can go a bad way or it can go completely wrong. Other.
Damage. Did your owner do that?
So he's too low.
My name is Connor. What about you? What's your name?
So it looks like I've upped his levels and then I've lowered them again by asking his name. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to comfort him and reassure him first.
I know you've been through a lot.
And it's hard not to lie to him, so I'm going to try and go good with Connor and possibly bad with the other two, depending on what it is that I need to deal with. So depending on what the situation is next time, it's fine.
I'm here to help you.
So
You gotta trust me.
I'm trying to show him that
I want is to get you out of here.
So this is kind of what good cop, bad cop is. So this is where you have to pull the good cop, bad cop. So I'm going to sympathize.
I'm on your side.
Because if I probe him, it'll basically kill him completely. And it'll hurt me and cause instability in the software that I have. So here's where you could say it's a lie or it's a trust. So you can tell him the lie or you can tell him the truth. So I'm going to lie to him. to make him feel more comforted.
don't understand. We know you must
See?
understand.
So it's good to lie to him. You don't want to tell the truth because that ups its stress.
Why did you tell him you found me?
It's my job.
Why couldn't you just have left me?
They were going to find you anyway. Mine was just faster. If they'd have found you first, you would have been shot on sight.
See? I've lowered his stress down to a 15, which means I'm doing a good job. No one does. Here's the thing. See, I'm being reasonable to him. He said he can't talk to me, so choose an approach. You can do the good cop or you can do the bad cop. So do you want to go hard? Do you want to pressure it? Do you want to probe it? Do you want to convince it? So let's see. We can pressure it, which means we're going to try and get it stressed enough to where it'll do it, or we can convince it that's something it needs to talk about. So let's see. Let's understand with it. See, that's a lie. That's a lie here, but that's something that also did actually happen to him. See? So now there's something that's not happening here, so I'm going to try and comfort him. So you notice his headpiece there, that little thing on the side of his head? That's where the fake skin looks at.
Confess and I'll protect you.
So I'm basically trying to help him.
Let anyone hurt you.
See, now it's not helping much, but it's trying. I'm trying. Convince failed. Alright. Alright. So I gotta try another one, so I gotta pressure it now.
28 stab wounds.
There it is.
You want to leave him a chance, huh? Did you feel anger? Hate? He was bleeding, begging you for mercy, but you stabbed him again and again and again.
Please. Please leave me alone.
I know you killed him. Why don't you say it?
Please. Please stop.
Just say I killed him. Is it that hard to say?
Stop it. Stop.
Just say you killed him. Just say it.
This is one of those things where I may have to probe its memory. Oh, never mind. So there were like 3 ways you can go. You could try and convince him, or you can do that, which means you had to urge it out of him.
There was always something wrong.
So I was basically telling him, you did it, just confess and we won't have this issue anymore.
I took her back and started eating. For the first time, I felt scared.
So a deviant is someone who could feel emotions, for the most part. So the other guy did turn deviant, but he was also killed. So there you go. Hank upped on his emotional status with me, so I guess...
I stabbed him in the stomach.
Okay. Stabbed in the stomach.
So I stabbed him again
Constant.
and again.
He was feeling an amount of anger.
There was blood everywhere.
Good.
RA9. It was written on the bathroom wall. What does it mean?
RA9.
The day shall come when we will no longer be slaves.
RA9. A resistance. A resistance. That's what this is talking about. A resistance. And if you guys don't know, it's saying that these robots...
Sculpture in the bathroom. Who made it? What does it represent?
It's an offering. An offering so I'll be saved.
You won't be saved if you're going to be a deviant. As a writing,
Why did you write I am alive on the wall?
They used to tell me I was nothing. That I was just a piece of plastic. I had to write it. To tell him he was wrong.
so the offering.
Sculpture is an offering. An offering to whom?
Whom, as in who. RA9, so this is where we refer to RA9 again. RA9. So I'm trying to think. So what's...
RA9. Who is RA9?
It's not a who, it's a what.
Why did you hide in the attic? Instead of running away?
I didn't know what to do. For the first time, there was no one there to tell me this. I was scared.
So what is... So that every sort of like murder or something like that, where it comes to just anger, sometimes they end up sticking near, or when the place is closed and everything. That's what it was.
One day I realized it wasn't fair. I felt anger, hatred. And then I knew what I had to do.
Did you know, or did you assume? See, he's extracted. That's right.
Fuck, it's destroying itself. Stop it, goddammit! I can't! I can't stop it!
That's enough. You need to stop that right now.
Watch out!
Oh, God.
Holy shit!
Connor! So it shot me in the head and then shot itself. It said software instability, which meant like it was been disabled for a temporary amount of time, that they can be fixed and everything. So the interrogation, I went everywhere good, and I tried to be good, and I continued. So Android shot Connor and itself, so that means there's something else I could have done there. So I could have just left and I would have been fine. Here's the thing, I'm guessing that wouldn't have been so good after. So I'm gonna try and see what that one is later on. So it's November 5th. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty small game, so if I could do this in, let's say, let's say before 4 o'clock, which means in about, let's see, how long do we got? It's 2:36, so about 24 minutes, sorry. It's gonna be 23 very soon, by the way. It is actually really late for me. I might just start getting ready for bed now, because I like to lay down and watch a little bit of YouTube and whatnot for a little while.
Alright. End the line.
End of the line.
Yeah, gonna have to leave.
Alice is neutral, so... Hey, wake up, little one.
Wake up. We have to go.
Come on. So I guess the blood got washed off of her stuff. So I guess this guy was,
Do you know if there's any other place we could spend the night?
I have no idea. She's gonna have to leave.
That's unfortunate. Worth a shot, though. Alright, let's go. I'm sure I'll be able to figure something out here. She's cold, it would seem.
It's gonna be okay.
She's wet, she's cold.
Spend the night.
So she's a human, she doesn't have these conditions. The younger one there. And then it looks like, I guess, here's what we could do. So find shelter for the night. It's not an option.
Gotta hurry.
So here's our options. We can go over in these locations. I don't think the Android station would be a good idea. So let's go ahead and... Alright, come on. Alice, come on. Let's see.
Alice, you're freezing cold.
I'm okay. I'm not so cold.
You look cold. Don't lie to me. Ah.
We have nowhere to go.
I know someone who can help.
Okay, so what they're doing is that they're transferring information, it would seem.
But that's on the other side of town. We need a place for tonight. Come on, Alice.
So... Okay, so let's see. I guess we can go try over here. At, what is that, 25? That's point 2? Yeah, it looks like it's point 2 right here. Let's get you over here. Come on, Alice. I like the fact that the name
Look,
is
the store is
Alice.
still open. Maybe we should go inside. I guess
Come on.
you'll be out of the cold.
Considering fat cat should help.
What do you want?
I'm with a little girl, and we have nowhere to go. Could you spare some money so we can get a room for tonight?
Shit. A homeless android? Ah, that's the best, dear. Look, this is a convenience store, not the Salvation Army, okay? You better go if you're not gonna buy anything.
Steal from cash register. Alright. I'm not gonna do any of that. Come on. I need to try something else first. Come on. So this is where that shoplift often. Food for Alice. He hasn't noticed. Good on our part. Use Alice for diversion. I don't want to use Alice though, that's the thing.
You see those cans over there? I want you to go over and knock them down.
Want them down? Why?
Please. Alice, just trust me.
He's not paying attention, so yes.
You alright? Are you hurt? Don't worry. It's just a few cans. I made a lot of noise, that's all.
Come on, let's go.
He got owned.
Fuck!
We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
Trust me. It's for the better good, alright? Alice, trust me. Here's the thing. Out of the many things that we could have done there, it was either die or freeze. So here's the thing. We're gonna be smart, and we still need to find shelter. So we need to, I guess we're gonna take the sidewalk here. Because we're not at risk at all. I'm gonna check over here really quick. I want to see what this is. Excuse me?
We need a place to stay. Do you know anywhere we could spend the night?
Okay, no. Okay. Alright. Alright, come on, Alice. Come with me. Okay, so there's a couple places still. It was actually not too far. Let's go check the Eastern Motel would probably be a good place for this. Alright, let's see what this is. Don't walk. Hey, Alice, don't be an idiot. Come on. Had to walk back for her to... Okay.
Looks like we found a place to stay.
$40? How much do we have? No Android allowed. Oh, never mind. PayPal in advance.
We're not going in?
I'm not allowed in.
Alice, I'll never give her one to an android. You have to get rid of this uniform. I'll go somewhere else.
So that leaves us another option. So we can sleep in a motel. Which means we do that. So find clothes. But I'm gonna go check our other options here. So that way I don't have to steal. Let's see, rebuild. Huh. Crosscaster. Let's see.
An abandoned house. At least we'd be out of the rain.
Kara, I don't like this place.
I know. It's just for one night and no one will look for us here.
It's a wire cutter. And there's one more. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. I'm sorry. I don't like the fact that we've been in the rain for so long. I feel like she should have gotten hypothermia by now. And it says, can cut fence with wire cutter. Here's the thing, I don't have a wire cutter. So I guess the easiest way would be... There's one more it says. So I guess we'll just have to do this the easy way. Come on. We're gonna have to do this the way I didn't want to do it, but we're gonna have to do it because it's actually gonna be the easiest and the most efficient right now. Is to just change the clothes that I have at this time. So we're gonna do that, and 70 pound, 75 pound load. Come on.
It's warm in here. You'll feel better in no time.
Change clothes. Okay, program complete. Try clothes for Alice. And clothes, steel clothes? Like it even just says steel clothes. Okay, this one is actually not being used. Alice, come here. I'm gonna dry your clothes, alright? We're just gonna have to steal this guy's clothes, which isn't gonna be very nice. I don't like...
They're not our clothes. We need them, Alice. You need something warm, and I need to get rid of this uniform. That's stealing. We can't do that.
You got a good point. We're gonna have to do worse things, Youngin. Alright, so I've gotten back with neutral on her. Hang on, read. Sentry. The beeline to disaster. What else we have? My husband got an android pregnant. That's an unusual thing you'll never hear. Oh, well, there's nothing interesting there. Alright, come on. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
So we're going to have to find wire cutters. Or I need to figure out what the last thing of shelter is. This is unusual because I can't remember where it was, so let's see. Oh, it's over there. Parking? I think the parking lot, is that where it is? Looks like. I'm severely doing something illegal in this game. I know that for a fact. Okay, so it's not here. Come on, come on. Oh, here it is. Sleep in an abandoned car. Alright, that's gonna have to be the best idea we got. Go on, go on. What did that say? It's a power generator. And wire cutters. So that unlocks something for us.
It looks abandoned. Stand back, Alice.
Get in.
It's dry inside, and nobody will find us here.
I don't want to sleep in there. Can't we find a better place?
We really can't.
We're better off staying, Alice. The important thing is for us to be safe. And it's just for tonight.
Here's the thing. This is one place that we were safe, and the abandoned building was also safe. She didn't like the idea of either of those places, and I can't stay in the motel because I can't steal the clothes. I'd lose too much.
Have a chocolate bar? Are you hungry?
Alright, well, we have her food just for in case.
Why didn't he ever love me? Why was he always so upset?
Because he thinks it's your
All
fault.
I wanted was a life like other girls. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I wasn't good enough. That's why he was always so angry. I just wanted us to be a family. I just wanted him to love me. Why can't we just be happy?
No, I'm not getting emotional, but my tiredness is making it like, oh my god, why?
Never leave me, right? Promise you'll never go.
I promise.
It's hard to do.
Can we be together forever?
Forever.
So it looks like I've gained back some of her trust. Oh my god, this is hurting my heart, guys. Like, this is one of those games where if I really wanted to do this, it's one of those things where it hurts you because you have to deal with it, and it's like, oh my god, there's so many things that you could relate with in these situations. Now, the artistic part, I can totally relate, but then it came to a druggie decide to accuse that. So I literally found every possible way, but I decided most of it wasn't good, so I did steal. I'm sorry to say, I had to, though, that's the thing. So this is how far we've gotten so far. So we've been, so this is the fugitives one, which means I had to shoot the guy who was deciding to be very disrespectful to the children. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, is this the one that got shot earlier? I think this is the one that got shot a while back. Disoriented. So he had to reboot his system, so diagnose. So he's impaired vision, so his mind plays. Low power mode, defective. Unable to stand due to a missing limb. And he's damaged, so his audio is messed up. Replace legs. So I need to replace legs, it looks like. Or L1. Is that his leg? Analyze. That's his leg, isn't it? Status functional compatible. Remove. God, this audio dysfunction is like messing with me because I'm actually here with it too. And these are like $100 headsets, so it's like, okay, plug. Oh god, that's so weird. Okay, so I gotta fetch a compatible left leg. So semi-compatibility. L1. Oh, is that a leg compatible with mine? No, it's damaged. Push away. Yee. R1. L1. R1. L. Oh, push away. Analyze. Functional compatible. God, this audio dysfunction is just like messing with me right now. Because I'm hearing it from his perspective, which is what makes this unusual. Oh god. Oh, this audio is messing with me so very bad. Escape the junkyard. Bro, this is... Oh, that robot, though. Jericho. One thing I'm trying to understand is who's Jericho? Oh, I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this one. I figured, yeah. I didn't think I was gonna like that one at all. I'm gonna go to bed in about 2 minutes, guys, so I'm gonna probably get through this. Not with you. Find optical unit. Audio processor. I feel like this one's got an audio processor. Okay, never mind. It's incompatible. This one, audio. Audio? Says functional, incompatible. Bro, what's worse is that it's like super late at night and I'm just seeing all these. If I examine you, you got a power cord that I can use actually. And it's compatible. So it's functional and it's compatible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God. Why? I don't like this. Danger, shutdown imminent. Come on, get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in. Yup. Okay. I hate to have to do that. Like, I had a choice, and I'm sorry, robot friend. Okay, I still need to find the audio. An audio processor. I don't like you. I don't like the fact that you're still wandering around like that. L1. Hold up, what is L1? I don't like the fact that you can witness all this. Try climbing. So I'm guessing it's too high, possibly? Oh, there's an examine over here. Let me examine what you at. Audio processor? Incompatible, it's functional though. Can't use that one. Alright. I think there was another one over here, wasn't there? No, it was over this way. It was this way. Wasn't it you? Yes, it was you. You are the one. Audio processor, it's functional and it's compatible. Good. I will take your audio processor. Huh, how convenient. He even just had it. He was just like, I know I'm not gonna live, just get rid of the sound. Ow. Audio restore? We good? Holy crap. Okay, so now I need the optical unit. Oh my god, everything got louder. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm pretty sure I can actually leave at this point. Only available in menu. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I'm good on save progress. How do you save is my thing. I'm trying to think how you save. I'm pretty sure it's good. So we'll play this some more tomorrow, because we've been playing this for like 2 hours straight, and I meant to go to bed like 5 minutes ago. So I kind of just stayed up a little bit past what I was trying to go for, because it's now 3:03. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go to bed, and I'll play some more of this tomorrow.
The company that manufactured me is conducting a user survey.
Oh god.
Would you like to participate?
Can I actually make a choice right now? Oh god, this is scary.
Let's start. Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
Why are you doing this to me? It's one of those things where, like, I don't know.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
I'd say yes,
If you
eventually.
lived on a deserted island and could only bring
One object.
what would it be?
Okay, a book, a cell phone, pen and paper, console, instrument. I think it would just depend, wouldn't it? Like, at least if I... Okay, so here's the thing. If I could only live on a deserted island, and I can only bring one object, what would it be? Why is it asking that kind of question? I would have to say pen and paper.
Do you consider yourself dependent on technology?
nowadays our world is, so I could say I don't know, but in a way we are dependent on technology.
What technology do you most anticipate?
Technology, do hold up, and so ones you can actually do. So space tourism, that's not something I think would ever happen because that would also be a really long range of things. Flying cars, that's kind of already in a process. Androids, something already done. Brain connected devices though.
God. Would you let an android take care of your children?
Wouldn't that just depend though? I'm not old enough to say children, but I'm gonna say yes.
Per day, would you say you spend on an electronic device?
How long? More than 4 hours.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to
Yeah.
be operated on by a machine?
Wouldn't that depend? So I would say I don't know because
Think
for that.
one day machines could develop consciousness.
Yes, I absolutely. Here's the thing, guys. This is me being honest. So here's the thing. World answer is 164% yes. I don't know. So my answer was I don't know. So I'm one of the people who didn't know. Out of this one, my answer was yes. So I'm in the top 70 to for a threat to mankind. This one, pen and paper, something, because then I can at least write down my stuff whilst I do the world. Do you consider depending on technology? I said I don't know because that's technically something that's a so-so moment because you can't. The technology we have, we can't cook by ourselves. We use gas stuff over here everywhere. So this one, brain connected devices, that's actually 32%. That's interesting. Do you believe in God? I said no. So actually, more people don't believe in God playing this game. Holy crap! Would you rather? I said yes because that kind of helps me. So if I had a job to do, that's something else. More people. So this is, I think, based on actual stuff that you. So this is possibly world stuff. So, why say if you needed an emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on a machine? I don't know because what are the chances that the machine is actually stable? Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness? Yes, because everything can grow conscious eventually. Eventually, that's amazing. So I can even go back and check chapters. So,
This is the extra section.
oh.
As you play, you'll unlock all kinds of content that you can find here.
Is this stuff that oh, short movie car. So I actually know these. So there's this one, trailers, Discovering Detroit, Meet Kara, Marcus, and Connor, which are the characters that you'll see. Detroit, an interactive story. The making of Detroit. So these are all things you can get. The soundtrack of Detroit. Detroit, Chloe, Luther. Okay, so these are pretty cool. I'm interested now. Soundtrack. First mission. I like this. The fact that it's so many different things that you can actually use. Let's see. So this is the gallery. I want to see what this is. Gallery. That's awesome. It has all these characters that you've already had. So these are bonus points. So as far as I know, from what I can see about this artwork, Pack 1, Pack 2, Pack 3. Is this stuff that I can use outside of this? Pack 3 looks very beautiful. I'm very tempted. Now I have 3,000 points, so I'm going to spend this on something. So you want to buy this current item? Yes, please. So what is it? What is it that I can do with these? I'm trying to wonder. Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome. The fact that you can do this is just amazing. And this is 29 photos each. Ooh, okay. So from what I understand, this is all scenic views and, I guess, outfits? This is amazing. I'm actually, like, thoroughly interested in this. Okay. Wait, who's that? What's that detective? That's the interesting thing. That was the detective. And then this is the issue with us. So I guess this is, like, the choices from the previous one that I just did. That's neat. So I'm actually thoroughly checking stuff because this is something that's interesting. So there's surveys, I guess, between games, magazines. So I found these ones. I guess there are more that you can actually buy, it looks like. I'm interested to see this because this is one of those things where it's like, okay. So what does the gallery do? So what is this supposed to be? I guess I can be a Connor. So what do I do with this? Do you want to buy this item? Yes. Select character. Connor. He's an RK800. Release date 8 of variation. Guess this is different colors and stuff. That's awesome. I like this. Connor's amazing. I like this. This is one of those things where it intrigues you to do this. I want to see what the soundtracks are, so I'm gonna do this one. First mission. To save the fish or not, this tells you everything about this track. The scene sets the tone of who Connor is and what his journey can be. Being one of the first tracks I wrote, I aim to introduce and capture as many thematic ideas as possible. You can hear Connor's thoughts, movements, curiosities, as well as emotional changes through the arc of the scene and the music. Some of the colors you can hear are Connor's guitar, the Connor guitar, which is 24-fret guitar, like a custom instrument created to replicate the inner working of an Android, vintage and very, very old Moog synthesizers, as well as detuned, unplugged electrical violin. You hear scratches, ticking, movements, and rubs, which with all creates the sound of who Connor is. During the gameplay, when the player makes any choice, the track evolves, getting manipulated to reflect these choices. Nima. That's interesting. So they made soundtracks specifically to match these, and they're making specific things to see this. So I'm gonna actually see all these. I'm gonna get all these. So I want to show you guys this one. So this one is a prototype running in PlayStation 3. So it's not currently. It's okay. So this is from PlayStation 3. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Old PS3 style. I'm sorry, I had to list that one. So hang on. So I want to understand something really quick here. So I guess this is supposed to be preview to, I guess, something we're supposed to know about before Detroit Human. Stay quiet now. Oh, that's mortifying. Okay, so I'm seeing that's a model thing, AX400. Yeah, this is definitely a PS3 thing. I could see that already, because PS3, this is what pretty much everything looks like.
Yes.
ID.
APC 8975046.
Can you move your head? Your eyes now. Cervical and optical animation checked. Now give me your initialization test.
Hello. I'm a third generation AX400 Android. I can look after your house, do the cooking, mind the kids. I organize your appointments. I speak 300 languages, and I am entirely at your disposal as a sexual partner. You're
Oh.
to feed me or recharge me. I'm equipped with a quantic battery that makes me autonomous for 173 years. Do you want to give me a name?
Yeah. From now on, your name is Kara.
My name is Kara.
Initialization and memorization check. Now, can you move your arms?
Okay, this is interesting. Sorry, I'm trying to do this
Upper
too.
limb connection checked. Now say something in German.
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
Okay.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400, conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay. Now sing something in Japanese.
I like how they even list that. That's something interesting, is that this one's a third generation that could be used for literally everything, including sexual interaction. That's interesting to say. And they could speak over 400 languages. That's another thing to list.
Multilingual verbal expression checked. Go ahead, take a few steps.
It's amazing on how, like, this is a PS3 thing. So they intended this to be for PS3, but I guess it didn't show up because there were so many things that are in default. So this is Kara. Oh, yeah.
Locomotion checked. Great. You're ready for
Okay.
work, honey.
What's going to happen to me now?
I'll
My
reinitialize
controllers,
it, send you a
guys,
stored
is
soul.
having this issue, so it just turned off twice.
I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah. Of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer with arms and legs and capable of doing all sorts of things. And you're worth a fortune.
Oh, I see it.
Is it unusual that I've already seen this, guys? That's a thing.
What did you think?
I already kind of seen this, so
I thought
I already know what to expect. So,
I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's not part of the protocol. More memory components going off the
Defective model. Disassemble and check the required components.
You're disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff. You're not supposed to think at all, period. You must have a defective piece or a software problem.
No, I feel perfectly fine, I assure you. Everything is all right. I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you, please don't disassemble me.
I'm sorry, honey, but defective models have to be eliminated. That's my job. If a client comes back with a complaint, I'm going to have some explaining to do.
I won't cause any problems, I promise. I'll do everything I'm asked to. I won't say another word. I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop me, please stop. I'm scared.
Do you see how quickly he stopped the process? Now, watch. This is one of those things where the human feels empathy for a robot. Now, if you didn't know this already, I said I knew what to expect because I've already seen it. I've only seen a video of it on YouTube. It was actually something on YouTube. I don't understand it either, but I saw that and I was like, that's interesting because this isn't something normally a person would do. It's a robot and she was scared, which meant they have an emotion. So this is what they were talking about in that survey, is that, hey, was this something you were talking about? Is this something you could be interested in? Is this something that you think could happen? So from what I can understand is that there actually is something that has to do with that in this game. So it's showing you guys what is the possibility of this. That's amazing though on how that actually worked. And since this is a PS3 thing, it's a little more different than what you'd think.
Stay in line, okay? I don't want any trouble.
Thanks.
Now it's kind of unusual because there are more copies of her, but she's the one that was supposedly defective, but she's not. It's just one of those things where she got afraid and you didn't know how to react, and that guy was just like, whoa. See? He didn't realize, but that was something that was happening. So she was being self-aware of what was going on, and he was just acknowledging it. That's amazing though, like how quickly that was. So that was in 2013, guys. That was actually 6 years ago. This one was 4 years ago, and then there's the rest of it. I kind of want to do the meet Kara, Marcus, and Connor, which are the three main characters I guess you'll play as. The making of Detroit and all this is already stuff that I intend to get eventually. Detroit, short, Chloe. So I'll have to look at some more of these tomorrow. Again, I'm tired and I want to be able to sleep. So we have a lot of bonus points, which means we got stuff for soundtracks and whatnot. We got plenty of stuff for that kind of stuff. Now the survey is interesting because that's something that's unusual. So I'll have to show this later on, but that is interesting to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-hour Let's Play. If you guys are watching this in the morning, thank you for coming by. And if you're watching this late at night or something like that, you can't sleep and you want something that's interesting, something that gets you a little bit emotional, well, here's something for you that's actually pretty cool. And it was free PlayStation. It was free on PlayStation Plus members. So if you guys wanted to get this, it's the deluxe edition nonetheless. So there's like Heavy Rain, extra stuff, stuff like that. This game breaks the third wall. I'm telling you, there's like 2 or 3 games that have broken the third. There's a lot of games that have broken the third wall. Not like this, because this one's hyper realistic. Like if you notice her eye color and everything, her lip detail. So look at the mirror one day, guys. Just ignore the fact that that little light on the side of her head, and then just look at everything else, and then look at yourself through the mirror. Tell me that isn't hyper realistic, and especially for a 2016, or sorry, it might be from 2016 and stuff like that. This is pretty hyper realistic. This is like stuff from like 2019 kind of stuff. It is 2019, but this was released like a couple of years ago, which just makes this all the more weirder. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys along more with my friends. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.